Hello and welcome from Benilde-St. Margaret's. I'm Bruce Oman along with Paul Bodwin. And tonight we have the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights against the Chaska Hawks. And it is senior night, which is always, Paul, a fun night to have the parents out on the court with their kids. And again, it's an emotional night because it's the last home game for these seniors that have put their careers on the line. And until we get to the sections, this could be this is their last home game. Benilde will, fortunately, they'll have some section games here, but their last regular season game at home, and they want to perform.
Yeah, it is. It's a big deal. I mean, to play at this level, you give so much of your time, your energy. You connect with these people so closely. I mean, even Bruce Springsteen wrote a song about it called Glory Days, right? Those high school years are some of the most formative of our lives. And so it's just a beautiful ceremony here that they've been going through over the last several minutes, and apologies that we weren't able to come up live for the beginning of it. But it's a big deal. And so there you see the rest of the students out at center court. The seniors are off to your right. It's just a nice ceremony. Parents walking out with their students, mentioning what students are doing next year, which ranges from on this team playing from D1 basketball all the way to I'm not sure, and all of which is perfectly okay.
Right.
You're 18 years old. You don't have to have it figured out. I didn't figure it out until I was 35. So
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Right. Yeah. Did I even figure it out?
I'm not going to give you my age, so.
But yeah, so just a great night, great ceremony, exciting time for these Benilde seniors who are playing their last regular season game on this court.
And throughout the night when we have time, Paul will fill us in a little bit on some of the seniors.
Yeah.
We have a program, so we'll try and give you some insight on these seniors who have had their careers here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. And for the Red Knights, this is a great season for the Red Knights. They're 21-2.
Not bad.
Coming into this game. That is a nice record, and playing a Chaska Hawks team that's 9-15, but have played in a number of really close games. So you don't want to underestimate the Hawks. They can make a game out of this one. Mm-hmm. And for the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, they are coming off a 4-game win streak. They beat Chanhassen 76-63. They were at Waconia. They beat them 80-57. They won against Minnehaha Academy 96-73. And their last game against New Prague was 74-65. And for the Red Knights, they are nursing some health issues. We have Nuon, who's going to be out of this game. He is struggling a little bit with some health issues, nothing serious, but just what's going around, I think. And I think it's hit some other players too on this team. None that are other ones that are gonna miss the game, but it could have an effect as they play in this game. So.
Yeah, and in that Chaska game, or was it Chanhassen game? I was on the call on that one, and that game was closer than the score indicated. Chanhassen came out with a zone that stifled this powerful Red Knight offense in the first half. So the Red Knights are a tremendous basketball team. Don't get me wrong, but they're vulnerable. They're not invincible, and so we'll see what Chaska has for them tonight.
Yeah, the 2 losses for the Red Knights this season. One was on Saturday, January 25th. That was at Alexandria, 83-80 loss to Alexandria, and their other loss was on the road against St. Thomas Academy, and that was a 62-60 loss. So those are their only 2 losses. Now on the opposing side, Chaska, they are coming in on they had a really good stretch coming up, like beginning of February after a little bit of a losing streak. They won 3 in a row. They beat Chanhassen 70-47. They beat New Prague 61-53, and Jefferson 71-64. But then they got Orono, and Orono we know is one of the tougher teams. That's going to be a tough one when Benilde and Orono face off against each other, which is coming up this next week, I think. But Orono won that one 77-68, so pretty close game there. Eden Prairie beat Chaska 66-61, and then their last game St. Louis Park in a rematch of a game where Chaska had hit a half-court shot to beat the Orioles. St. Louis Park came back in revenge and won 82-80 in their last contest. So 3-game losing streak for Chaska coming into this game. Their final 2 games are Benilde-St. Margaret's and Waconia. For the Red Knights, they have 2 games left, Chaska and Orono. The Orono game Tuesday, February 25th at Orono is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
I have to say, the section final game that we did here last year, and it's hard to believe it's a year ago, but that was a double overtime, triple buzzer beater game.
Yep.
The best game that, and I've done this for now 44 years or so.
Now you're aging yourself.
Yeah, when you count the radio station, but anyways, that was by far the most amazing basketball game I had ever seen in my life, and to see Nolan Groves hit a half-court shot to win the game was it was so sad to see Benilde lose that way. But at the same time, I think even Damian Johnson told me this year, he goes, as tough as it was to be on the wrong side of that, he said that was an incredible game that he had been coaching in, and so to see now those 2 teams are going to have probably, I would say, 2 games within about a week and a half, 2 weeks time frame. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so. I believe that was a game I wasn't able to be with you on, but I do remember you texting me like, you have no idea what you missed. Because it did sound just like an incredible basketball game. And that is a thing sometimes where you come out on the wrong end of something, but you also know that you were a part of something special. And you were a part of what made it special. Right,
and I think it's also in helping them prepare for this year. You know, losing like that, that's not a good way to go out. And I think that players work a little harder, get ready for next year, and say we don't want that to happen again next year. So.
Yeah, so we've got Benilde here with just an incredible season behind them, not entirely behind them. They still have a couple games left tonight and one more. But yeah, definitely looking to see what they can do in the postseason this year. And Chaska's right there. I mean, they beat Chanhassen. Chanhassen played a great game against Benilde just a couple weeks ago. So
right.
I'm looking forward to a good game tonight. And Chaska's coming off a tough loss just a few days ago. So they're coming in hungry. They probably believe, hey, we can play with these guys, and we think we can win this game. And so hopefully we'll see just a tough-fought game, a good game, and a clean game, and we'll see what happens.
Well, this is one of the better teams I've seen Benilde have. But going until you go back to where you had Jordan Taylor and Battle on the same team, that was an amazing team. And hats off to Jordan Taylor. I saw him the other, he had a nice career overseas and everything. But I saw him the other night doing commentary in between the Big Ten games on the Big Ten network.
Oh, so, nice.
So he's got a little gig there and does a great job. He's a great guy, and Jordan, in fact, when Jordan started his career here and started playing here, we're doing a doubleheader, and we had the girls' game first, Paul, and then the boys' game after that. So there's a kid behind me that every time we were announcing a play for the girls, he'd be like, "Oh, there she goes down the baseline. There she goes, shot!" And I turned to him. I'm like, "You're pretty good. Like, do you play basketball?" He goes, "No, not really." And then all of a sudden in the next game, here he is, the star of the team, suited up. And I'm like, you got a career in announcing. You were pretty good.
And then there he is.
Yeah,
that's great. Looks like we're about to head into the national anthem. So we'll just let it breathe for that.
We'd stay up for the anthem. them. And Paul, what's fun on senior night too is we've had an opportunity for the 3-4 years to watch Donnelly and Wilson play together, and just to see the growth over the years, how they've grown as players, how they've handled themselves on the court, and to see them from when they were freshmen and sophomores to seniors, and how well they've developed as players too, and what their careers will be. So.
Yeah, it is fun to see that development. We're moving into the player introductions now, so that's what the hoopla is all about.
Yeah, Christian Johnson starting, for the Orioles as a senior, and for Chaska it's Tyler Forrest. Also, Evan Atkinson will be starting at guard for the Hawks. And for the Orioles, for the Orioles. The Red Knights, sorry about that.
Old habit.
Yeah, exactly. TJ Stutley, in the right city, wrong.
Right. We cover them both.
That's right. And we root for both teams.
Yeah.
Jimmy Coddington for the Hawks. Jaleel Donnelly for the Red Knights, averaging 17 points per game. Kalen Jokum, number 15, averaging 7 points per game for Chaska. Kendra Fields, senior forward, averaging 5 points per game for the Red Knights. 6'7" senior, number 23, Trey Lenzen, averaging 18 points per game for the Hawks. And number 12, Luke Guggenberger gets the start in this game. He averages 4 points per game. Damian Johnson, the head coach of the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, and for the Chaska Hawks, it's Nick Hayes. Chaska will be in the white uniforms in this game. There you see the starting lineups for both teams.
Yeah, Chaska in the white and Benilde in the gray, and it's throwing me off, Bruce. It makes it look like Chaska's playing at home to me, and the Red Knights are on the road, but that is not the situation.
Correct.
So here we go.
So it'll be Stutley going up against Trey Lenzen. Tip control by
Got all of that one.
Donnelly brings it into the front court. Stutley, been a great addition for the Red Knights.
Yep.
Inside, lose the ball. This is Forrest. He comes down the court, puts it in for two. First 2 points of the game go to the Hawks.
Nice transition basket by the Hawks.
Donnelly from outside, just a little strong on that one, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to get a foul called.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit of a push.
Yeah. Yeah, foul on Johnson there, trying to get the rebound. Here's the transition bucket by Tyler Forrest. Just a nice transition basket. Johnson had tried a little behind the back pass, didn't work, and Chaska took advantage.
Yeah, we'll see if Chaska right now tries to work it inside to Lenzen to get the height without Wilson in, but stolen away, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt on Chaska. Good job by Guggenberger.
Okay, yeah.
So Evan Atkinson gets the foul called on him. Red Knights ball. Stutley from outside the arc. Try and reverse the ball. This is Stutley. Jumper is good.
He's got such a nice jump shot. Squares up.
That was Donnelly.
Sorry, gets height. Drains it.
I talked about my age. I didn't tell you about my eyesight. But good shot by Donnelly. He's got the good eyesight. He put it right in.
Yep.
So.
That's short.
Forrest with the miss. Guggenberger rebound. Here comes Donnelly into the front court. Donnelly stops, shoots, and hits.
And pops it.
Donnelly's heating up early. Quickly down on the other end. Three is not good. Red Knights into the front court. Johnson
wisely pulls up. Nobody there. He was in a 1-on-3.
Donnelly's filling it.
Oh, look at Donnelly is dialed in tonight, Bruce.
Happy senior day, Jaleel
He's
Donnelly.
feeling it. Uh-oh.
Look out, here's Stutley. And for the
Stutley wisely just lays it in, didn't quite have it to throw down the dunk. He wasn't in quite the right position. And a nice little run by the Red Knights.
And we have a stoppage or something on the court, so.
Here comes Jalen Wilson.
Yeah, it wasn't going to take long. Long cross-court pass. They work it inside, stolen away again.
Yep. Nice of Wilson to give up a starting spot for another senior that doesn't normally get to start.
Donnelly.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at him.
Donnelly is feeling it, Bruce. Look out.
Just underway. You're going to give it to Donnelly. Oh. Stutley trying to lead Donnelly, but Donnelly didn't need the layup. He's been hitting from outside. He's getting the nice little jumpers going, and a good timeout right now for Chaska.
Yeah, they need to slow this down. They're a little discombobulated on defense, and here's the Red Knights. Oh, this is Donnelly's last shot. Just pop and stop, man. That's just as good as it gets.
Yeah, and again, you have a timeout here, and you got to figure Chaska's coaches are going to say, okay, how do we stop Donnelly now? You can't let a guy who's as hot as he is continue to have any open jumpers, and they're going to have to get hands in the face and try and
the problem
make him work for a shot.
You try to pull in, like a double coverage on him, and now all of a sudden somebody like Wilson's going to be left open.
Right.
So it's a difficult task with Benilde because they have so many weapons, but they just need to slow it down and calm down and get back to their game is what Chaska needs to do. Yeah,
what we saw happening is turnovers for Chaska have hurt them, right? They seem to be forcing the ball inside the lane, and so far the Red Knights have really done a good job really sort of getting their hands in on the passing lanes and being able to steal the basketball and start down the court. And again, they're able to capitalize on the turnovers, and that's why they lead 10-2 early in this game so far.
I'll also throw out there, though, that 10-2 is one of those leads that looks bigger than it is. I mean, you're only down 8. Like, no need to panic. Just get back to your game, try to slow it down, make good passes, play smart basketball, and Chaska could not. I was going to say get back into this. They're not even out of it. They're only down 8. So a good timeout on the part of Chaska, I think.
Yeah. Forrest inside, and we get a foul on Wilson.
That's exactly what you need to do. Slow it down, make some good passes, get the ball in the paint, and either get a good shot off the glass or draw a foul, and that's what they did.
So Jokum goes to the line, misses the first one short. Free throw is so critical, especially for a team when you're an underdog coming into this gym. You need to really take advantage of every opportunities, and there's a pair of missed free throws.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get in there and you make the contact, you get the foul, but you got to make the shots. I do think Wilson got away with stepping out of bounds underneath there on the other side of the court. And look at that. Oh,
great hustle by Fields. And nice dipsy doodle. Tried to get the reverse layup, couldn't get it to go. Chaska has numbers if they work it right here. And they do. Atkinson with the basket.
That was a nice fake and then a little floater by Atkinson, sorry.
Here's Stutley. Works his way to the lane, has the ball tipped away, but a foul is going to be called.
There's a floater by Atkinson. Just a nice way to get around him and get a good look at the bucket and drop it right in.
So the foul's called on Coddington. That'll send Stutley to the line. Averaging 16 points per game. A little bit of a cap on the basket for the free throws.
I don't know what's going on. We're 0 for 3 tonight. Jokum coming out of the game for Chaska. Herzog comes in. Oh,
good shooters.
He got the
Shooter's
roll.
touch. Yeah, exactly. Another stoppage here.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of stoppages of plays so far. Not sure what that call was.
No, we had one when there's something on the floor, but there's nothing on the floor this time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they stopped the play. Oh, shot clock.
Uh-oh. Oh, right.
Keep forgetting about that. That's thrown away. Keep forgetting about the shot clock because we typically only see maybe one shot clock infraction maybe every like 2 to 3 games. So these teams nowadays, they just move up the court and shoot the ball in about 10, 15 seconds.
It's an important addition, though, to the high school game because of those situations that we saw in the state tournament like 10, 12 years ago where they just didn't shoot for an entire quarter, I think it was, you know. You got to have it in there.
Just holding the ball, holding the ball.
You got to have it in there for situations like that.
Inside, turnarounder, not good by Wilson. Rebound by the Hawks. They start up the court in the corner. Cross court, again too high.
Chaska just getting a little too, they just need to calm down. They're throwing passes away and not making smart passes, so they just need to settle themselves down. You're only down 11-4. You slowed down the run that the Red Knights were on a little bit, but they need to calm themselves down and get some composure.
Yeah, it can drive a coach crazy when you're like I said, you're an underdog, but you're not even getting shots at the basket because you're turning the ball over. You know, one thing to miss shots, but to not get those opportunities, that's one of the rare misses by Donley. It goes out of bounds, and the Red Knights will still have possession here, leading 11-4 with 13:19 to go in the first half. Donley works his way in the lane, passes it out. Here's Stutley. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Stutley off the rim.
Nice boxing out and getting themselves in the position for the rebound on the part of Chaska there. I like to see that.
Connell passes it off. The three is good.
Herzog.
So Eli with his first 3 points of the game.
And just like that, as sloppy as maybe it's been, Chaska down only 4.
One thing about Chaska too is they play a couple sophomores, so. Turnover by Donley. Good pass.
Nice.
And it was a great cut to the basket.
Yeah, that cut by Lenson was just beautiful, and then to see it and give him the ball, and now all of a sudden it's only 11-9, Bruce.
Right, 5 straight for the Hawks. Stutley, long cross-court pass. Here's a 3 put up, too long. Chaska has the numbers. Oh, looked like they had 3 on 0 at one point there, Paul, but they didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is they're intimidated by the height behind them.
Yeah, Herzog, you know, had a real height disadvantage there. Went up for the layup, wasn't sure kind of what he could do, tried to dish it away, and it didn't work, but it's still Chaska ball, so they can still convert here.
Atkinson back out for Connell. Connell Atkinson in the corner. Out for three. And
Look
it's
at
good.
that.
Slindy with his first three of the game.
So after the Red Knights come out roaring with Donnelly in the early part of the game, here we go. All of a sudden, Chaska's up 12-11.
And 6 bench points. So
Wow.
guys coming off the bench. Wilson, he has the
There
height
we go.
advantage, and he takes advantage of it with the three.
Yeah. Wilson starts getting going, it gets tough. Watts in the game for the Red Knights now.
Missed three. Rebound. That was like hard pass inside. Thought he was going
That's
to have
off.
the wind knocked out of him.
Oh. They call a foul on Atkinson. Maybe got him from behind. Here's the three by Wilson. Steps back.
Yeah, he just had his foot outside the line.
He was close.
The foul on Atkinson is number 2 for him.
Gonna have to be careful. There's still a lot of game left with only, still 10 minutes left in the first half.
Stutley.
Nice jump shot.
He did a good job really to get in a good position for him to get that shot. So
It's a tough shot to stop. There's not a whole lot you can do there. Uh-oh.
good defense by the Red Knights right now, making the Hawks really have to work. In the corner, here's a three, short. Rebound by the Red Knights.
Here comes Wilson.
Yep. Donnelly started off with 8 of the first 10 points. And Wilson just off the iron. Here comes the Hawks. Into the front court is Forrest. Tries to split the defense, gets it into the corner, cross court. Good passing right now by the Hawks, finding the open.
Oh.
Now again,
nice rebound.
Those are missed shots, but they were good shots.
Yeah. And a nice rebound by Stutley, and then launches it down to Wilson. And the Red Knights coming right back at it.
Again, transition baskets, and the Hawks are going to have to get back. Right now, the Hawks have missed like 3 shots in a row.
Oof.
Saw a lot of speed by Connor Watts there.
Yeah, he was coming in way too hot. Here's the lay-in by Wilson.
Fields comes back into the game for the Red Knights.
Lenson taking a breather.
Something about the Red Knights team is, they score points in bunches, and they can score quickly. So all of a sudden you think it's a close game, and then you turn your head, and the Red Knights have scored 8 points in a row.
Well, they can do it in a variety of ways, too. I mean, they've got great inside game, but they can also drain threes.
Couple near misses by Wilson. Forrest steps back. Jumper is
nice
good.
Jump shot. Hawks have done a really good job of slowing down Donnelly after that fast start as well.
Still only a 4-point game, 18-14. Wilson. There's good defense inside, almost a travel.
Yeah, it was close. Watts a little bit out of control, but Wilson with the rebound and the putback. There you go.
Jalen Wilson heading to Northern Iowa when he's done with his career, and a nice three by Herzog again.
Yeah, Northern Iowa, I mean, that's one of those schools, they sneak into the tournament every now and then. So
they sure do.
That's a big deal.
Donnelly Left-handed jumper, not good, and a push. Going to be called on the Red Knights.
I believe it was on Fields. You know, if you're the Hawks in this situation, like they haven't really played that well. And they haven't really played that well against one of the best teams in the state, and they're only down 3. So you got to be feeling pretty good, actually.
You do. You see they slowed it down a little bit.
Yep.
They're taking their time, trying to find a good spot, getting someone open.
And that's what you got to do. If you get into a transition game and a running game, you're going to be in trouble against the Red Knights. And so they've done a really nice job of slowing this game down, making it more of a half-court game.
And when you do that, you frustrate a team that wants to run, too.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a caged tiger. That's a good look.
Yeah, good step out for the 3. Shot was missed that time by Coddington.
Nice board by Guggenberger. He was in traffic and was able to get up and pull it down.
Stutley.
Oh!
Hawks coaches thought there should have been a push-off. No call. Basket made by Stutley. Quickly down on the other end, and we get a turnover.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Forrest was looking at.
He tried to make a little, yeah, he gave a signal like he may have gotten his hand hit when he threw that pass, but. If I threw a pass like that, I'd say my hand was hit too. So.
There goes Wilson.
Oh, that's sure. It looked like
it looked real good from here, Bruce.
We had a great view of that one too. Down on the other end, and a great finish by Lenzen.
Yeah, nice, really nice by Lenzen to just sneak in there and lay it gently off the glass. Keep these Hawks in this ball game.
Only a 3-point game. Stutley into the front court. Trying to set up the offense. Well, you don't need to set it up. You just tell everyone, just back off, and then I'm taking the 3.
Donnelly with a deep 3. Not quite Caitlin Clark distance.
In the corner. Double team, and jump ball, yep. So go to the Hawks on the alternate possession. Back into the game for the Hawks will be number 2, Marquise Connell. He replaces Herzog, who's got 6 points, coming off the bench.
Oh.
Wow. Hawks did a good job. They worked it around, almost lost the ball a couple times, but
probably not how they drew it up, but it worked.
In the end, Forrest was able to get that one to go.
Yep, nice shot. 4-point ball game. Hawks really hanging in here, playing some impressive basketball.
And Donnelly getting a little breather right now. Garibaldi in the game. He has the ball. Stutley from outside again. He's got it to go.
It's a really nice shot by Stutley. Hits off the front rim, but he gets that shooter's roll, which means he's got a good rotation on it.
13 points in the first half for Stutley. This could be a foul on Wilson. Nope, number 11.
That's, is that Fields?
Fields, yep.
Guggenberger taking a rest, as well as Wilson. Wilson is pretty quiet this game so far.
Yeah, you know, again, he hasn't been feeling good, and he came in and still has, came in, didn't start the game, but has 7 points in the time he's played. But he, again, you get winded if you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
Takes the energy out of you.
That was a good
Yeah, you could just see the shot by Atkinson, how he was able to get his feet, get in good position facing the basket and able to finish.
We got a foul.
Yeah, Donnelly wasn't on the bench too long as he comes back in and makes quick impact by drawing the foul and going to the free throw line.
Donnelly with a really fast start tonight, and then they've kind of contained him. He's been a little quiet the rest of this half.
What I like about the Red Knights too is they're not a selfish team, so Donnelly could easily try and put more points up, but you know, he saw Wilson was in the game, got him the ball. Wilson got hot for a little bit there, and then all of a sudden it was Stutley. And so you have those big three scorers, and Stutley really sort of picked it up too in that end of the first half.
Yep.
Long cross-court pass, intercepted again. Down on another, and Garibaldi, and he draws the foul.
Oh. Hawks don't like that call. Take a look here. Nice intercept on the cross-court pass. Maybe not the most advisable pass.
See if he was moving here.
He's definitely moving, but he's kind of straight up, but it's a tough one.
I think if he had his feet on the ground in position, then it probably would not have been called, but he did go up and challenge.
There was contact there, and it certainly wasn't offensive contact, and it's kind of hard to not make a call there, so you kind of default to calling foul on defense.
Kobe Willis back into the game for the Red Knights. Garibaldi out.
Oh, look at that. Oh, did he walk? Oh, they called a foul. I thought maybe he traveled. So foul on Herzog. Yeah, he reached in there. That's the reason he bobbled the ball.
Right, and we're going to see free throws now. We're going to start seeing the 1-and-1.
So that was the right call. I saw him bobbling the ball and thought maybe it was travel, but the reason he was bobbling it was he was fouled.
The foul number 7 brings Christian Johnson to the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Took it to the bank.
Christian Johnson, a senior. He'd like to play basketball in college. Not sure if that's going to happen. And he wants to discover his passion throughout his years in school. And that's a great goal. You don't have to have it figured out. Just be on the journey, my man.
Off on the second one, 7-point game. Hawks into the front court. Cross-court pass.
Seen a lot of cross-court passes by the Hawks, and they haven't all worked out. That one did.
They're trying to reverse the court, but again, you got to be very careful on those passes. Almost stolen here. Herzog.
It's a good look by Herzog. Can't fault him for shooting that.
Now Donnelly quickly into the front court. He stops, he pops, in and out. Rebound by the Hawks. One and done that time for the Red Knights.
Donnelly almost had the steal.
3, just a little strong. That was Slindy. And a 3 on the other end. This is good box out.
Yep.
Lenzen. Now Forrest. That 3 just off, a little long on the iron.
Look at this, 1-on-3. Nowhere to go, but he draws the contact.
Frustration sets in on the Hawks.
Well, it's one of those situations where
could have maybe tripped, a little bit of a trip on that, but yeah, you know, it's one where probably would have turned the ball over had he not gotten fouled.
Yeah, but
Soft foul.
I don't know that he's thinking this, but you sort of recognize that the situation's a little bit chaotic. Not every, all four of those players were a little bit out of control, so he just goes up with it and then gets the contact, gets the call. It's a nice move.
Slightly 1 for 2 from the free throw line. This is the front end of the 1-1. Yeah, Forrest thought he could get to the basket. Now he makes the move and draws the foul.
He'll draw a foul.
Good job by Forrest that time.
That's on Willis. Willis, a junior, averaging 7 points a game.
First free throw attempt of the game for Tyler Forrest, and he nails it. He's a sophomore, averaging 10 points per game, and right now he has 7. 2:45 remaining. Misses the second free throw.
Yeah, Forrest, just a sophomore. It'll be interesting to see how he develops over the next couple of years.
Well, Red Knight's taking a little more time right now, too. Trying to work against the zone defense.
This is what got him stuffed last game I called, but not this time. They worked the ball into Wilson, and he just lays it in.
And again, textbook. They just took their time. They worked it around, reversed it a little bit until they were able to find Wilson open for an easy jump shot. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Forrest. Did he step out of bounds or did he get pushed? Got pushed.
Looks like he got pushed. He's going to be on field. Oh, Wilson.
Well, Sutley will come back into the game. Willis checks out. Forrest back to the free throw line where he will shoot the 1-and-1.
You know what? The Red Knights have been playing a good defense on the Hawks. They've had a hard time really getting any kind of rhythm going offensively. And with that in mind, they are going to need to make their free throws. When they get those shots, I think they're going to need to make those tonight. Seize those opportunities because the Red Knights are not making anything come easy for the Hawks. That said, the Hawks have hung in well.
Seven-point game. Wilson turnaround. Doesn't go, and the rebound taken by the Hawks. Herzog. There's Herzog again, and he hits.
Another nice look for Herzog.
A little bit of a give and go that time, and
you can't leave Herzog the time to just sit there and square up and get everything set on those threes. It's just, he's got a really nice three-point set.
And so the Hawks do a good job answering, but good rebound by Guggenberger. Yep. Doesn't get it to go.
Wilson draws the contact, doesn't get this.
Just off the backboard. Meach Williams Jr. should mention is Williams Jr. has been in the game here, and he's a 9th grader.
Oh, wow.
For the Red Knights.
Look out. Fields coming back into the game. Guggenberger coming out. I'm impressed with this Hawks team, Bruce. Nothing's been easy for them. They're only down 5 with a minute left in the first half. Nice.
There's that Herzog shot.
Oh, just misses.
Again, the Red Knights do a really good job controlling the defensive boards, giving the Hawks just that one shot. And Wilson wanted that one. He's going to go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's really upset that he didn't make that.
He's got a bad roll off the rim on that one. Fouls adding up a little bit.
Yeah.
You hear a little bit of a moan when he shot that, when he knew that wasn't. You ever hear Anthony Edwards every free throw?
Hawks need a really good possession here.
Yeah, you know, this is a big possession, as you mentioned, because you want to really end the half strong, get a little momentum at halftime going into the locker room. And so your last possession sometimes really could be indicative of how the next half could go. And they should have 3.
Yeah, and you know what?
Oh, they almost got the rebound. They did get the rebound. And a foul.
Oh, but he almost gets the N one.
Yeah, great opportunity. Noah Slindy was underneath the basket. Thought he may have had the 3-point opportunity, but just off the mark there, and he'll go to the line, chance to cut it to 4.
Yeah, you know, so far, I mean, that was a good possession. They moved the ball around. They found an open shot. It was a deep 3, but he had a good look. Didn't fall. They get the rebound, and now they're up, and you got to make those free throws, but that's a good possession for them. That's what you want to do.
We've seen a lot of missed free throws in this half.
We have.
Another one.
And they get the board.
See if they go for one shot here. I don't think they're going to. Floater not good. They get the rebound
another
again.
Rebound. We got a foul, and it's on the Hawks.
Yeah, and there's a case in point. I think you pull it back out.
Yeah.
You're down by 6. You either then go into the locker room as a 3 or 4 point game, but now you make the foul in the backcourt, and Neil's going to come down to the other side and shoot the one, or they shoot 2 actually, because they're in the double bonus.
Right. Yeah, it was a good spot to slow it down, find your good shot, kill some clock, and now it's going the other way.
Kendra Fields, he misses the free throw. Well, you know, we get into the end of the second half. If it becomes where you can foul and make the team shoot free throws the way they're shooting right now, this game could just get extended out a long way.
Good. It's not, yeah. Both teams not shooting great from the line. He misses that one too. So here we go. Shot clock's off.
I'll add him up at before the second half. We'll see what percentage is. Here's a 3.
Oh yeah, not the best
Again,
shot to take.
Too early.
Yep.
And Donnelly comes on the other end and hits the shot.
My goodness. That's a 6-point swing, Bruce.
It is, and that's the Red Knights taking advantage of that. And Donnelly, with the exceptional talent, is able to know where the clock is, and you see he knows how much time he has. Step back right here, stop, shoot,
get a good look, and launch it
up.
He
nails it. I mean, that's just swish.
Yeah, and on the other side, there was too many seconds on the clock. It wasn't a great look. He was defended. I get it. You want to try to drain that shot, but that ends up, like I said, being a 6-point swing, and now you're down 9.
Yeah, he may not have known how much time was left, but really, again, from a coaching standpoint, you've got to not let that happen.
Yeah, you need to know how much is left there. I mean, you've got a clock right above the hoop telling you how much time is left. Because, whoa, we got some horns. Because the shot clock's off at that point, basically. So, but, you know, at the same time, kudos to Chaska. They've really held in here tonight against a very, very, very good Red Knights team, down 9 in the first half, and we'll see what the second half brings.
Well, like you said, you know, it was a 6-point swing, so, you know, it's 36-30. Chaska makes a basket there. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game going into halftime. It's a whole different scenario. Right now, Benilde capitalized. They made the play when they needed to. They turned it into a 9-point game. That's what they do. That's how good they are. That's why the record is 21-2. And so, anyways, we're at halftime here from Haven Center. Stay with us because we'll have the second half of basketball coming up in just about 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
All right, Bruce Homer along with Paul Bodwin. 39-30 our scores. We get ready to start the second half. Scoring in that half for the Red Knights. Stutley and Donnelly both had 13. Wilson with 11. Aside from that, we had Garibaldi with 1 and Kristen Johnson with 1.
And it was a good first half. The Red Knights, of course, you know, one of the best teams in the state. And the Hawks coming in here and playing a tough game. Like I've been saying, nothing was coming easy for them in the first half, but they have hung in. They've slowed the game down when they need to. It was a little bit of a swing toward the end there, but they're definitely in this game. We'll see what the second half has for us.
You know, Red Knights missed 8 free throws, and the Hawks missed 5 in that first half.
Wow, that's a big difference.
They're going to have to find a way to stop Wilson inside, and there's a quick turnover. Alley-oop.
It's a nice rebound.
Yeah, they couldn't convert on it. Good defense. I think we'll see if they could try and get Herzog shooting threes in this second half. He's
Coddington with the rebound on the other side, but they cough it up.
Yeah, 2-on-1. Quick pass
and they
again,
go,
an alley-oop too
they
high.
Go for the alley-oop again.
But the finisher, you can call him the finisher, is Jalen Wilson.
One of the Achilles heels for the Hawks tonight has been their passing game. Has just not been crisp. We'll see if they can clean that up.
And you see the Red Knights, they just converge on the passing lane. Nice 3 that time by Coddington.
Deep 3 by Coddington.
Actually his first points of the game.
I don't think he played much in the first half, but he's come out with a big board on one end of the court and a nice deep 3 on the other.
Yeah, he averages like 10 points per game, so not scoring in the first half, trying to get him active here.
Good defense.
And good hustle by Wilson. You see how Wilson, like, he'll turn his body, still be able to sort of almost put a little bit of a hook shot on the ball to make sure that he gets it off if he's in traffic.
Good defense on the part of the Hawks there to get the ball back, and then the foul on Fields. Here's the deep 3 by Coddington. Just, whoo, that is pretty.
10-point game. Forrest. Coddington. Almost thought he could have shot that ball.
I thought he was gonna. Oh, Forrest travels.
Yeah, that time what Forrest needed to do was just get that ball up and hopefully draw a foul. But it's one where he just got caught up and didn't know what to do. And
yeah, he wasn't.
Again, it was really good defense by Wilson inside. Wilson just held his own, and I don't think Wilson would have been called for a foul even if.
No, he was solid. He was, but yeah, but you still throw it up there. See, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to get the rebound. It might fall.
Stutley.
Red Knights off to a nice start here. A little bit of a trap. Gets around it.
Forrest off the front of the iron. Good rebound. Oh, that looked like a travel.
It did.
Herzog. His doesn't go. Battle for the ball, and a good job by Guggenberger.
And you know, on that other side, Jokum gets the rebound, and I think the mistake he made was he put the ball on the floor. He needed to just go right back up with the ball, but he put it on the floor, allowed the defense to get set. There goes Wilson.
Yeah, I think we're going to maybe need a timeout here for Chaska because they're going to have to find a way to stop Wilson. Even if you try and find a way, he's still hard to stop.
Yep. Look at that.
That zone, you can see like they triple up at the top of the key there.
Yeah, I think if the Red Knights score here, you're going to see a timeout. You might either way.
Donnelly off of his foot.
Nope. Yep, there it is. Good timeout by the Hawks coach.
Yeah, it was a 9-point game coming into the second half, and now we're up to 14-point game, so five in a row. There's our conference standings. You can see that how important the next game for our couple games. It's Tuesday is their next Benilde game against Orono, and that could be really for the tie in the conference. So a big game. We'll see how the seeding goes in the sections, but a great year for both teams, 21-2 and 17-6. Then you have Waconia and St. Louis Park right behind.
Yep.
The Orioles sort of getting a little bit of steam again, and they were a couple games below 500. Now they're back over 500, and then they're playing Chanhassen tonight, and we'll see how that game goes. And Chaska. Chanhassen, those teams.
They're right in the mix too.
Yeah, they you get in the sections. Anything can happen if some team gets hot. For the most part, I think it will be Hopkins against Wayzata and Benilde against Orono. As we get a dunk on the other end by Stutley.
Up high and down hard is what they say. Ooh, almost another steal.
Yeah, Herzog did a great job to just maintain this dribble there.
Oof.
And we get another turnover.
Watts coming in the game for Guggenberger. And now all of a sudden it's a 16-point lead, the largest lead of the game, I believe.
Yeah, and I think Coach Hayes was hoping after the timeout that he could slow the Red Knights down, but so far not able to do that.
From what I've seen of the Red Knights this year, one of the things they do is they'll whoa, there's another one.
Stutley's finding the hammer here in the second half.
A team will play them well in the first half, and then the second half, the Red Knights are often come out and just turn on the gas. And that's what it looks like is happening here.
Yeah, in the first half, Donnelly just got hot, so they had to start guarding Donnelly. Well, then, Wilson got hot, then Stutley got hot, and now it's like you don't know who to guard.
Willis taking the three and misses.
Three is short.
Yep, not a great shot. Very much contested. Wasn't able to get a lot of leg under it.
Set shot didn't go. On the other end, Donnelly.
He thought about it.
He's like, I want to do what Stutley did, but
I also wanted the points.
he didn't have enough room to get going to get his height. He needed a launch pad.
Here's the dunk.
He's smiling though. He's having fun. All of a sudden they built a 20-point lead. So
just like that.
And that's how fast the Red Knights can score. We talked about that a little earlier.
They are a difficult team that way.
Just defensively, you can see how hard, you see how hard they have to work for their shots, and then you see the Red Knights on the other end with high percentage dunks.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Hawks moving the ball around. Finally, there it is, finding an open shot, and it just doesn't fall. But yeah, it's a tough defense.
And you just see how fast they release down the court. On turnovers, you saw how fast Donnelly got down there. And once Donnelly goes one-on-one against someone, he's usually going to win the battle. Wilson eyeing his shot.
Well,
batted out
and they get
by
the
Johnson.
board.
Wilson out for Donnelly, back to Wilson. Good defense that time.
Yep. Oh, nice ball movement.
Lindy
Just
again,
doesn't fall.
a little too strong on that.
Oh my goodness.
Will Donnelly putting on a show.
Oh, be still my beating heart. That was beautiful. Yeah, you got to call a timeout.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're down 24. Red Knights on the cusp of running away with this. Look at him split that D, just find his way through and lays it in gently. That is a work of art, Bruce.
Great job by Donnelly, and boy, the Red Knights have come out fired up here in the second half.
They sure have.
They want their seniors to be happy, and
yeah, I think they are. We'll see what Coach Hayes can do here to see if he can settle things down and chip back into this thing. 11 and a half minutes left in the half.
again, they've been struggling a little bit with some turnovers, but they've also just struggled shooting wise here in the second half, and I think maybe sometimes you tend to try and rush things a little bit and playing a little faster sometimes than you really should be, because you're playing against a team with the kind of speed that the Red Knights have, and it's been tough. But
yeah, you know, we talk a lot about the Red Knights offense, but and their speed, but on defense they're also quick. And they're just cutting off passing lanes. They're in your face. They're transitioning. They're moving. They're making everything difficult. So they're just an all-around really good basketball team. The Hawks have been playing a decent game, but the second half they've just been outmatched.
well, the 18 points are from the big three. Stutley was 6.
Yep.
Donnelly was 6. Wilson was 6.
And there goes Herzog with another nice-looking three. He really has a nice three-point shot.
So all his points have been on threes. He's got 12 in the game. Trying to capitalize on the miss by Wilson.
Oh, nice ball movement.
Out of here.
Oh.
And there's a turnover. Wilson gets fouled.
That was a pass to Atkinson that was just a little bit off. Atkinson couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, here
but
it
look
is.
at that look is so good, but wow. Wilson just comes in all ball.
So Wilson doing it on both sides of the court.
Lenson coming back in the game, or at least at this scorer's table.
17 in the game for Wilson. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Make that 3 for 5.
I think he hit a milestone.
Yeah.
Is that 2,000?
I'm not sure. I think they said all-time scorer.
So congratulations.
I thought he had already hit 2,000, but maybe he's the all-time scoring leader for the Red Knights.
So Wilson, as we stop play, and Wilson getting to go over to the Benilde sideline and get congratulated, and, always fun to see milestones and players, and Wilson's been so much fun to watch, and he will be in college as well. Wish him the best in Northern
Iowa.
Yep.
Hope to see him in the tournament someday. Well, what a great moment for him. That could be it for him for the game. We'll see.
Make sure he gets it on senior night and in front of his home crowd. As long as this game stays the way it is, I don't know if we will see him back in the game. Shot clock at 15. Oh, Herzog.
Wow.
$15 in the game for Herzog.
Nope, that's off.
Donnelly trying to do it on the other end.
Trying to answer. Yeah, if you can get Herzog open on the three, I mean, he just has such a nice look on that shot. Made you wonder if that's why he chose that number.
He's open again here. He's going to take the
that
shot.
One's off.
This one, yeah, too far. This time it was contested a little bit.
Yep, he had to get it off a little quicker. But still a good shot to take.
Red Knights working around the perimeter. And the three is up, just off the mark.
Oh, nice rebound by Forrest. He really got up there.
Kobe Willis just a little long on that last shot. And Forrest with his shot attempt. Johnson with the rebound.
Not a bad look, just put too much on it.
Number 4 is Connor Watts. Gives it to Johnson. Willis.
There you go, Willis.
Kobe's first 2 points of the game. Three just a little flat on that one.
Yep,
Was
not
Lindy.
enough. Kuchenberger looking for the big three.
Yeah,
doesn't fall.
And the bench was standing. They were hoping he could hit that one, but off the mark. Whew. Well, he can hit for 2.
Yeah, he's got a really nice shot, Bruce. Like, there's something, just the mechanics of it. I really like Herzog's shot.
He's a good-looking sophomore.
Yeah.
We got a jump ball.
Yeah, between Herzog and Forrest, I mean, you got 2 sophomores out there that looking pretty good.
He's coming back in, Wilson.
Oh, he is coming
to
back
add
in.
to his total. Red Knights also Owen Garrison coming in the game.
Oof. Wow.
That's a good cut to the basket, but you need the basketball.
Yeah. Oh, nice putback.
Yeah, Slindy with a good
Yeah,
shot.
that's Slindy with a really nice putback there. Hawks not giving up.
Yeah, 18-point game.
Plenty of time to chip back into this thing if you can slow them down. Hard to do when they're shooting like that, though.
Yeah, Kobe Wilson.
Willis.
Or Willis. Thank you. I got Jalen Wilson on my.
Yeah. Another three for Herzog. Look at that. Wow.
He had 3 threes in the first half, 3 more here in the second. Great stop on the dime by Stutley.
Herzog in the mix on helping out the rebound on that.
They had a chance to cut it to 14 maybe, and didn't have, and back on the other end quickly. Again, those transition baskets off the turnovers. Benilde's been excellent at that.
Slindy wasn't quite ready for that pass.
Oh, another tough pass.
Yeah, just a little bit out of Herzog's reach.
And I think we're seeing Tyler Forrest is winded, and I think that's part of the cause of that. He's now like got his hands on his knees trying to get some extra juice there.
Has he sat this game yet?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's been playing hard. I can't imagine. I would see why he's feeling fatigued. Donnelly back in the game.
Inside Stutley. Good pass out. 3 is good. Kendra Fields with the 3.
He's feeling good about that one. He wanted it. He got it. Forrest with a little bit of a center court trap. Breaks it.
I think they got to get it maybe into the middle of that zone.
Yep. Got like a 3-2 zone going
throw it
here.
over the top.
Wow, excellent defense.
Yeah, and a good rebound by Guggenberger. And the Red Knights into the front court, leading by 22, 68-46. We're down to 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Fields, Wilson, a little strong on that one, and here comes Forrest.
Oh, Guggenberger gets the call.
Let's take a look at this one again.
Oh my.
He's moving his legs.
He signed him up for the Thespian Club. What a great piece of acting right there.
Hayes is just shaking his head. Can we get one break?
Can we get a break? Right. Now, he was most certainly moving, but, you know, that's part of the game.
Stutley lines up a 3 short. Foul on the Red Knights. Not as many fouls here in the second half. They're letting them play a little bit more.
A little bit. Coach Hayes might not feel that.
And here comes the freshman, Meach Williams Jr., number 13, coming into the game. Meach, I love that.
That's a great name. Hawks really moving the ball around, looking for a good shot. Looked like he might have had it there, but it didn't fall.
Good rebound by Williams Jr. Meach to the basket, passes it out. Around the perimeter,
man.
Stutley for 3. He's off the mark, and rebound was taken down by Lenzen. Quickly in the front court, underneath the basket. Lenzen.
That was a nice sequence for the Hawks there from right at the beginning of it, all the way through.
Donnelly misses it, but the rebound comes back out. Kobe Willis. Willis, his shot is short.
Oh, he gets his own rebound.
Yep. Good follow-up by Kobe.
It's very Larry Bird-like to get your own rebound like that and then drop it right in. Little contact.
Foul called on Willis.
Here's Willis's shot off the mark, and the ball just bounces right back to him, and he floats it in.
Nice when you have that little size advantage too. Another turnover.
Yeah, there's been a lot of missed cross-court passes on the part of the Hawks tonight.
Down under 4 minutes to go.
Oh, he missed it. He wants another shot. He
No, this one he's just going to put in. He did the windmill, almost had that one, but I think the ball almost hit the ceiling.
I know, I was going to say, it's too high. There you go.
Pass underneath. Nice finish by Slindy.
And it looks like the Red Knights are ready to clear their bench.
Donnelly says, I want one more, and he did get it. Another steal.
Oh.
Put back by Wilson.
They're just playing around now.
Double team, and now we get the bench coming in.
I do have to say, you know, when you're up by, what is that, 26 points, I don't know why you're doing a full court press there. But nevertheless, the Red Knights are going to clear their bench here on senior night, so all those seniors are going to take a seat. Heck of a game for them all, getting hugs from the bench players. Couple of seniors still out there.
So hats off to the seniors.
Guggenberger and Johnson are the seniors that are still out there.
Basket by Jokum. Tough night for Jokum. Has finally got his first 2 points.
He's been up against so much. I mean, the height, the quickness, the speed.
There's a great pass by Johnson.
That he's had to deal with inside all game has just been relentless. Nice board.
Read.
Yeah. You still call them boards? I do. I don't know. Say it's off the glass. We don't say nice glass, right?
That's right. You got different names for it. You know, you get Michael Grady calling it cookies, the ball cookies, still the cookies. So again, good strong game by the Red Knights. Really,
yep.
I think they came out to play. They, offensively they were great. Defensively, they worked hard. They got in the passing lanes. They just kept their feet moving and made it really hard for the Chaska team to score points.
They did. They made it very hard for them to score points. And Chaska, was doing everything they could to try to slow it down, move the ball around, find a good shot. A lot of inerrant passes on the part of the Hawks that really hurt them. But yet at the same time, when you look at Herzog, you wonder where they'd be without him tonight, who was just shooting beautifully beyond the arc.
They ended up with 20 points.
A little steal there, or not a steal, but a little pickup on the part of Sullivan, that is. Oh!
Patrick McDonald.
11th grader. He's pretty fired up to get some points.
There's a steal. Spin move.
Oh, it doesn't
just
fall.
can't get it to go. Owen had that shot chance there. So we're down to 128.
Yep.
Always fun. Davian Johnson is like sort of laughing with his hands over his eyes on the side. He really wanted Girton to hit that shot. In and out.
It's hard to know. Some of these guys are JV players. They may not have any varsity points.
Oh, and another one just off the mark. A little too strong.
Yep.
Get your adrenaline going when you get in for the layup. You know, Chaska's still working hard, trying to get their baskets. And fans trying to pick who they want to see score. Oh, here it is.
Nope.
Trying to get Sullivan his first points.
We can only assume that, but that's kind of how these things go. Nice block. That's
Guggenberger playing with a smile on his face.
Guggenberger will be heading off to college. Doesn't say where yet, hoping to major in business.
Final 33 seconds.
And Patrick McDonald steps. Oh, he'll inbound the ball. I thought he was going to the bench.
A long shot.
Oh,
short. Out of bounds and Chaska ball. So it's just sort of exciting for, you get a one-sided game and you get these other players in and it's still fun. You know, you just want them to get on the scoreboard, give them something to remember. They work hard in practice and a big part of the team. They play in the JVs.
Yep. Go.
Oh, there's a couple rebounds. Good finish.
The senior Jack Loosebrock.
7 seconds.
Big guy coming in. 7 seconds to play. We'll see what happens.
Shoot the ball!
And you know, also, Chaska's trying to finish out their game to continue to just play their game. But there it is.
A fun game for the Red Knights. They just controlled really the game, but really when it came down to it, that momentum from hitting that last three by Donnelly at the end of the half carried into the second half, and the Red Knights just really put it away here in the second half.
Yeah, they did. They just took control. Chaska played a good game. This is a tough call that they had for tonight. They played a good game. They tried to slow the game down, move the ball around. Too many inerrant passes led to turnovers. But you know, they got a good program going here, and they got some good ball players. Herzog with an excellent game. And yeah, at the end of the day, you know, congrats to the Red Knights. Congrats to Jalen Wilson.
Yes.
What we are assuming, we're not quite sure, but it seems as though he's maybe the all-time leading scorer for the Red Knights, which is a big deal. So congrats to him. And if that's not the accolade, then whatever it is, congratulations on it.
Because he did hit a milestone.
Yeah, he hit some milestone. We were not privy to what it was, so I apologize. But
and the big three tonight, you know, Jalen Wilson with 23, Donnelly with 21, and Sutley with 21. So those three really are the guys that you can't stop. I mean,
it's hard to, if you could spread it out like that, that's hard to overcome.
And as you said, you know, great game for the sophomore Eli Herzog on the other team, finishing with 20 points and 6 3-pointers. So.
Wow. So that's it. We're getting down to it now, right? We got one game left.
We are, and one game it is, and I think I may try and get out there Tuesday night at Orono. The Red Knights playing Spartan. That's going to be a sellout for sure.
Yeah, that'll be a big game.
That's
I'm sure it'll get some local media coverage, I imagine, as well.
That's a tough ticket to get, and I think last year the section final. I mean, I've never seen as big of a crowd in here for that section final game. So I know you know, it's going to be big games, and I went and saw the Wayzata Hopkins game, you know, a week ago, and that was another big. It's going to be a big rivalry there too. They're going to probably face each other in the section finals, and
those two don't like each other very much.
You know, so we're seeing some great basketball here in the state of Minnesota, and right here in front of us, you know, the Red Knights have been playing, have been one of the hottest teams here in the state, and so great to see the Red Knights with the win. 78-55 is our final score. Again, we hope you'll join us. I think our next game that we are covering on ParkTV will be the St. Louis Park Orioles next week against Orono. So again, if you want to tune in, watch that game. That will be Friday night at 7 o'clock start time. On behalf of you, Paul Baldwin, I want to thank you again for being here tonight.
Always a pleasure.
And do such a great job. And on behalf of our cameraman and Paul for covering the games. Final score here from Haven Center, Benilde-St. Margaret 78, Chaska 55. Good night.